Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today happens to be some more NBA 2K22 Next Gen. More specifically, what I have for you today happens to be the best Devin Booker build within NBA 2K22 Next Gen. And the main inspiration behind this is because for those of you who do know, Devin Booker recently got put up as the new cover athlete for NBA 2K23. Now, do I believe he was the most deserving person for the role? Maybe not, but is he one of the people that's really improved over the past few years? Yeah, he really is, so I guess that's the main reason behind giving him this here cover. Now, as most of you know, Devin Booker is the starting shooting guard for the Phoenix Suns right-handed jersey number 1. Currently, I believe he finished this year amongst top 10 scoring, but hey, it is what it is. Height-wise, he does come in at about 6'5". Weight-wise, we decided to drop him all the way down to about 175 pounds. Mainly because, as you know, with majority of these builds, you do want to be uber athletic, especially when it comes to the guard builds. And then when it comes to the wingspan, we decreased this as far as we could down to 6'5" wingspan because it allows us to get the best shooting we can on this build. And with any Devin Booker build, as you can guess, you do have to go for the best shooting you can possibly get. Now, before we get into the skill breakdown for this here build, I do got to say a big old shout out to all of you for all the support you have been showing to the channel. I have been noticing it, even though low-key, I have been hella busy with revision and work, so I haven't been able to, really interact with you guys that much. But hey, hopefully it'll improve over the next few weeks as I get some stuff done. But until then, thank you. But as the new overlay says, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to drop a comment, don't forget to hit that share button because it does help with the YouTube algorithm, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on because again, we are on the race to 1,000 subscribers. Now, getting straight into this build, first things first, we're going to blow out the whole physical side of it by firstly going with an 82 when it comes to the speed, as well as an 82 when it comes to the acceleration, and then 85 when it comes to the stamina. My bad. There we go. And then when it comes to the vertical, we do got to go with a 70 because we are aiming to at least get pro contact dunks on this build. So we got to go with a 70 vertical, as well as an 85 driving dunk. Then to round up the rest of the finishing, I decided to go with an 80 when it came to the driving layup because again, it allows us to get silver relentless finisher, giant slayer, as well as acrobat. And then when it came to the close shot, I decided again to go with an 80 because it does allow us to get gold mouse in the house as well as silver grace under pressure, which are two really clutch badges when you're using a shooting guard, because if you do get a point guard matched up against you, and majority of them tend to be under 6'2" nowadays in this game, then you can really abuse them and show them what it really do inside. Now, as you can see, we did decide to not go with any post control on this build, mainly because I really wanted to put the points elsewhere. But if you really do feel affected by it, feel free to strip the points off of the mid-range jump shot and put them there, because we do put up quite a lot on the midi. Now, first things first, as I said, we do put quite a lot on the midi by giving it a 96 overall because we do want the ability of getting Hall of Fame, difficult shots, fade ace, hot zone hunter, clutch shooter, sniper, slippery off ball, set shooter, and rhythm shooter, as well as gold blinders. And then when it came to the 3-ball, we decided to go with an 88 because really and truly, I wasn't trying to get Hall of Fame catch and shoot just because it requires a 92 3-ball, and that was the only other badge I was chasing after these ones. So we decided to go with an 88 because it allows us to get 33 shooting badges on this here build. And then when it comes to the free throw side of the ball, as you can guess, we decided to go with a 72 because I do want to have the ability of taking this build into the rec and getting speezy with it. Now, when it comes to playmaking, first things first, you do got to mess with the passing, so you got to go with a 78 because that allows you to get silver needle threader and floor general when it comes to pass accuracy, as well as silver bullet passer. Then when it comes to ball handle, you always got to go with at least an 84 because it allows you to get gold quick chain and hyperdrive, as well as tight handles and stop and go at gold with Space Creator, which I believe to be one of the most broken badges because really and truly you can play some of the greatest defense you can, but then Space Creator will just move you to the side because low-key it's a stupid badge like that. Then when it came with the speed of the ball, you got to go with at least an 80 because again, you want to have the ability of getting that gold quick first step. And then defensively, you want to go with an 85 on the perimeter defense to get at least gold clamps. When it comes to steal, you got to go with a 78 because again, Devin Booker is not one of the greatest two-way players in the league. I wouldn't even really classify him as a two-way player. I'd say he's between James Harden and a two-way player in my honest opinion. And then when it comes to block, I obviously got to go with at least a 54 because we are aiming to get at least bronze intimidator when it comes to this build. Now, as you can see, that does allow us to finish with 22 finishing, 33 playmaking, 33 shooting, 25 playmaking, and 14 defensive badge points, which gives us a grand total of 39, 72, 94 total badge points on this build. And if you've managed to finish all 8 seasons of NBA 2K22 Next Gen, which I have not, as well as managed to rebirth this build, that gives you a grand total of 104 total badge points on this here Devin Booker build. Now, primary takeover, very first one I gotta go with is most likely the one along the, I gotta go with negative impact. Because if you've watched Devin Booker play, there's a lot of shots that he takes with the hand in his face, and he really does make it seem like it's not there. And there's a lot of shots he takes off of pull-ups, step backs, and he loves to hit a few spin shots going sideways. And then when it comes to the secondary takeover, I'll probably go with something along the lines of limitless range, just because, again, he is, I personally put it this way. When it comes to shooters in the league right now, I usually go Steph, Clay, and then I put Devin Booker right after those two, because the truth of it is, I think he is the next person with one of the sweetest strokes. Pause. Maybe you can put KD in there, but yeah. Now, what 2K says we have happened to build here happens to be a playmaking shot creator, the likes of Norman Powell, Desmond Bane, and Bradley Beal. I do see Bradley Beal and Devin Booker's game plan being somewhat the same in how they play. Norman Powell and Desmond Bane, it might be, but it just might be that we don't see it as much because of how many touches they get, as well as how much of what role they play on their team in respect to the other two. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, as well as turn post notifications on, and don't forget to drop a comment telling me what you want to see next. Anyway, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. Deuces.